What happens when a relationship ends, but the conversation around it begins or doesn't even fade away? What happens when family is so much glued to an ex relationship that they start to see the ex as something that she's not? Well, in this case, we get to see what is happening in the life of a beautiful lady who trusted us with her story. Now, she did not decide to cause drama, but guess what? When she entered her ex's sister's wedding, she was the center of attention. My name is Daphne Flashley, and you're most welcome to yet another beautiful episode, and intense one, of course, of Broken Pen, where we help you fix your broken pen. We help you fix that pen that urgently needs to be mended. Remember that I don't always do this alone. I have beautiful guests who are with me, who I always say doubles down as preachers, as psychologists, and also as individuals as they are themselves. Well, let's get straight into it, ladies and gentlemen. Now, tonight's Broken Pen story promises to be nothing but the best, and you can't even fathom it. But let's get into it. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, a woman receives an invitation from her ex-boyfriend's family to attend a wedding. She accepts out of respect only to discover that despite the breakup, okay, she is still embraced, celebrated, and treated like family. This is very, very, very confusing. Some people, on the other hand, think that, oh, it's amazing. I mean, if their family still loves you, that means that you were actually a very, very good girl and you left an impact. My question then is, why did the relationship end? So many questions on this particular story. You're watching Broken Pen on MX24 TV. Join the conversation online. Remember, it's MX24GH. Yes, follow us on all social media pages. And guess what? Use the hashtag Broken Pen. Remember that you can also write to us. And so visit our social media pages and let us know your story. Who knows? You could be the next person that we will be fixing your broken pen for. Also, you can share your ideas and your thoughts on our social media pages, but also on our number 055 033 1511. That is 055 033 1511. But before we begin, there's a particular network that fixes all your network problems. As we are here and we are mending people's broken pens, yes, your broken network can be fixed by Telecel. Yes, your money deserves the safest home. With Telecel Cash, you are protected every step of the way. No risk, no worries, no long stories, just peace of mind. Yeah, dial *100# or dial the Telecel Play app now for safe and secure transactions. Telecel Cash, the safer choice. Oh dear, send the keke. Yes, as I'm looking nice this evening, I need money to keep looking nice so that you can keep watching me. So just send it through Telecel and we're good to go. Now, ladies and gentlemen, joining me for tonight's conversation, we are going to unpack a lot. I have here with me the ever beautiful Afi Antonio. Hi.
Hi.
How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Afi, we have the same hairstyle.
Yes. So.
Did we plan it? Where do you know me from? Where do you know me from?
Yours
That you said
looks
today.
a bit fresh, so maybe you copied me.
Hey.
Mine is old.
I didn't win the argument. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Afi Antonio is the founder of Afro Aid Ghana, and she's also a media personality and entrepreneur. Ladies and gentlemen, see, like, not just broken pen, okay, but I know this face somewhere. I've been trying to wonder, where do I know this? Were you a model?
Yeah.
You see, how many runways have you modeled? You can't count.
I'm not a main runway model. I'm a photo model.
I know.
But I've done a bit of runway.
Yeah, let me tell you, I know. I was like, I know this lady. Like, yes, good. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm also joined by a very, very handsome young man. Are you married?
No, I'm not.
Are you single?
Yes, I am.
So we are helping fix people's broken A. broken singleness. Look at this very fine, handsome, gentle one.
Thank you so much.
How are you doing?
I'm blessed and highly favored.
You see,
yourself.
because you're single, I was supposed to introduce you, but because you're single, I want the ladies to know your aura. So please, this is your camera. So introduce yourself. We don't like the treble. Change it to bass.
That's fine.
Vim. So I see. So look at the camera and introduce yourself.
Okay, so I'm Wellington Offei Ntow. I'm the CEO of Inconim's Consult.
Okay.
So I'm an educationist. I do thesis assistantship, assignments and all that. So basically, that's very simple about me. I'm just...
Yes, so my PhD people, if you are single, now you know the number one reason why you should be with him. Well, thank you guys so much for joining me this evening for Broken Pen. It's such a lovely honor to have you in the studios with us at MX24 TV. I first asked you the question before the camera rolled, that what do you think about the story? I wasn't expecting her answer. See, I thought she was coming with gloves and, coming hard. This beautiful lady sat there and put me to shame. She said, maybe, who knows, they actually love her and there's nothing wrong. Ha! Anyway, but what do you think about the story overall?
Well, I think just like she said, I feel that she's loved. And it means that she did something right for the mother. You don't usually see this, that the mother-in-law is so much in love with you that they are rejecting other people. But I always say this, that human beings are like nuts.
Yeah.
People have allergies to nuts. So, for example, I take peanuts, I'm doing well. Somebody else takes it and they are dying the next minute. So, you are good, but not for everybody else.
Exactly.
Yes. So somebody takes the nuts, they are healthy, has protein and all that. But for somebody else, that same nuts, which we all love, is unhealthy. So I feel that for me, it's time for her to break off from whatever hold that the family has.
Well, I'm sure people are confused and they are wondering, what are we talking about? Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's just get into the stories. For those of you who are at home watching, get you some coffee, some tea, some ice cream, even fufu or banku, anything that will take you through the episode of tonight's Broken Pen, because it's very, very needed, because I found this very, very annoying. Very annoying. You're coming to say you didn't even want to be the center of attention. Anyway, let's get into it. Dear MX24 TV, my name is Naomi. I'm 29 years old and apparently I'm still someone's future daughter-in-law. I know, sounds messy already, but hear me out, okay? Last Saturday, I attended my ex's brother's wedding. Before you judge me, please, it wasn't for drama. The couple are genuinely dear to me. I even planned their proposal years ago. And his mother, she once treated me like her own. So when the invitation came, I said, why not? It's love we are celebrating, not heartbreak. I dressed up, carried my fine self from Michelle Camp to North Carnation and entered the wedding grounds peacefully. His dad saw me first and gave me a warm hug. But his mom, that woman's excitement could power the whole wedding reception. Before I could even sit quietly, she dragged me to the family section and started introducing me to everyone as my daughter-in-law, the wife of my second son. I smiled politely, praying she wouldn't ask me to give a speech on behalf of the family. Later, I slipped away to the back for a small peace of mind, only for my ex's current girlfriend to come and sit right beside me. We knew each other from school, so I smiled and acted calm. No hard feelings, Abby, but apparently someone else wasn't as calm. While helping my ex's sister fix a wardrobe malfunction, she got a text from her brother, yes, my ex. That said, why the hell is she sitting with my girl and why is she telling people she's my wife? Question number 1, bang, bang. Question number 2. People are texting me that they've met my wife. My girl is uncomfortable. Mama doesn't even like her already. I just stood there like, dear Lord, what episode of Nollywood is this? It's not Nollywood. It's Bollywood, Gollywood, Hollywood, Arabwood. all the wood together. As if this wasn't enough, the girlfriend texted a mutual friend asking if I was even invited. My number one question is, how is Naomi seeing all these texts? Naomi, your eyes. Like I would crash the wedding just to catch the bouquet. So I packed my bag, fixed my outfit, and left like the graceful ex that I am. But just when I thought the drama was over, my phone rang. It was my ex's mother. Oh, my dear, I heard you left because of some girl B. Don't mind her, she said sweetly. I told her, Mommy, please, that's not the story. Oh. I didn't leave because of anyone. I even used her power bank before leaving. That's when it hit me. This woman has not moved on. She still calls me almost every day to check on me, prays for me for my marriage with her son, and even tells me, you know that there's still a chance, right? God's timing is perfect. She says she's already named the grandchildren I'll have with him and insists she's fasting for our reunion. Honestly, MX24 TV, I'm mentally exhausted. I'm mentally and physically and spiritually exhausted for you, my dear. I've moved on, but it feels like his family, especially his mom, won't let me go. It's messing with me, with my peace of mind, and I don't know how to draw the line without being disrespectful. Should I block the whole family and finally breathe, or keep managing her calls so I don't seem ungrateful? Please help me fix my broken. This pen is melted. It's not you see when it's broken, we can use super glue. This is why it has melted. So we now all have to be a what those who do pen it's they are called words. We all have to be them and wear gloves and fix it. My girl Afi, we're gonna start with you.
Yeah.
I think she's loose on boundary. What do you think?
Um, I I wouldn't really say so. I think based on the relationship she had with the mom when they were in the relationship, like with the son, that's what has made it maybe difficult for her to be able to even tell the woman that, you know what, this whole thing is messing up with me, so I'm not happy you still calling me daughter-in-law and all that. You understand? So it's based on the relationship they had. You understand? And I also believe that when you are in a relationship with someone that was probably almost ending in marriage, you love the whole family. You understand? It's not just about that person you were with. It's about the whole family. That's why they say when you marry, you are going to marry the whole family. You understand? So I think the woman really, really likes and loves her and hopes that the son ends up with her. But unfortunately, the son also doesn't, want to be with her again. That's what the woman has to understand. I think she hasn't really gotten the picture that the son really is no more into. She has hopes that maybe something could happen and they could come back together. And that might be possible. It's possible. People divorce and remarry. You understand? They didn't get married. They broke up. So it's possible that they could get back together in future. Nobody knows. You understand? So I think the girl may have to have an honest, conversation with the mom and find a nice way of telling her how this whole thing is really, making her feel, okay? Because it's a good thing if your mother-in-law loves you that much, that you and the guy are no more together and she still calls, check up on you and cares about you. It's a good thing. Someone will say that, like you said, so why did the relationship break up? The woman is not the son. They are two separate people. You understand? So whatever the reason is that the guy is no more, into her, we can't say the same with the mom. They are two different people, so we shouldn't mix that up. You understand? Yeah. I may love you. My mom may come to know you and may not love you.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
So, I think she should find a way to have a discussion with the woman and genuinely let her know how she's feeling about this whole thing in a way that the woman won't also get hurt at the end of the day. Do you understand? Like she's rejecting the love she has for her.
I don't know. I don't know. At the end of me, I'm not a good human being.
Why?
Because when I break up with you,
Yeah.
I break up with you, your father, your mother.
What has
your
the father and the
entire
mother done to
generation
you?
Come, the entire 100th century in your generation to come. Your dog. Even the mice that comes into your house.
Why?
I break up. No, but what do you think when you're breaking up with someone? Are you break up with the
No,
family?
you've broken up with him. It didn't work out with you. The mom hasn't done anything to suggest that, I mean, she was part of the breakup or anything. So I don't see why I should have an issue with the other people. Do you understand? Depending on the relationship you had with them before whatever happened. Do you understand? Unless you have concrete proof that they were all behind what happened, then you can cut everyone off. For me,
I feel like from the tone of the story, I feel like she hasn't moved on herself.
She hasn't moved on. She likes it.
Yeah.
She's enjoying it.
I feel like she hasn't.
Even listen to the way she said, and I took my graceful self. And who told you are graceful?
Hey.
So if
she's
was
hoping
here,
that maybe it will work out sometime,
exactly
right?
my point. It feels like she hasn't moved on from the tone of the whole message. And then, like you said, I think she's loose on boundaries. You know, you should have a clear cut line of what you can accommodate in a relationship and after the relationship. Now, the whole thing is that we have that mentality that when you marry someone, you marry the whole family.
Yeah.
But you are not living with the whole family.
Exactly.
You're living with an individual. So if the man is of you, and from the messages that were sent to the sister, he's actually off. He's done.
Yeah.
He doesn't understand why you should even come to the program in the first place and even sit with the girlfriend, making the mother.
The girlfriend came to sit.
Exactly. So
not her.
From the tone, you could see that the man is done with you.
Yeah.
I feel she should also move on. I feel she hasn't. She should just
she hasn't
set
moved
a
on.
clear. She hasn't. She's enjoying the attention.
She's enjoying it.
She's enjoying it.
And mommy, no.
Yeah.
Wait, why you calling her mommy? Sure.
I mean, why would you even allow yourself to be introduced to other family members, knowing very well that you are no longer with the man?
And she smiled.
She smiled.
You see,
quiet.
she can't disgrace the woman in front of the people.
But she's loose on
know,
boundaries.
I mean, if you are there and the woman, meet my daughter, she can't disgrace her in front of the people. So that's why I'm saying she has to, I mean, sit with the woman and have an honest discussion with her that she's not happy with all these things. You understand? But obviously, she couldn't do that in front of the people she was introduced to. Do you understand? So me, I get it. And also, like you said, she hasn't moved on because she has hope. Since the mother of the boy still loves her, she's hopeful that maybe they could come back together. She's hopeful that something, I mean, and that's too, it's possible. That can happen. Do you understand?
See, there are some exes that, there are a couple of exes, but there are some exes that you feel like they are the ex.
Yeah.
The ex. Meaning that I can have exes, but there's one particular ex that I feel like is the ex. The ex, the ex's hierarchy.
Ogboro.
Ogboro of all the I think everybody has that. Everybody has that ex that when you still see, even no matter how you say you've moved on or whatever, you're like, you look at them in a different way. There's still some respect there. It's very, very obvious that she is the ex. But I think now she's taking advantage of being the ex. But let's actually get into this conversation. Why do you think families still get attached to exes like this?
Like I said, I think that he said she probably did something right. And I agree with that. For someone to love you, it means that you have some good character, and you can see she's very patient as well, So I think it's based on her character, how she is and everything. They feel that, this is a good woman for my son. You understand? So, yeah, I would say that because that may be the reason why they still love her that much. Maybe they've not seen certain things she has in other girls that the boy has brought home, and they feel this person would have been a better match for him, but maybe he is not seeing it for whatever reason.
Don't you see that this is the main reason why family ends good things? Because who knows that the new lady that he has brought home could actually be a very good girl. But the mother doesn't like her just because she still has Naomi in her mind. It's Naomi or nothing. So she doesn't even want to see what
The new girl
her
has
new
to
girl-
try
we'll
to-
give her a name, Salamatu. She doesn't know what Salamat, Auntie Salah, could bring. There's so many things that Salamat could be watching. Let me tell you. But
She's not even giving her the chance.
the chance to. Now, let us take this into what is actually happening these days. The ability or the power of family to have a say over your life, especially on relationships, has ended so many marriages and has ended potential good connections. Why do you think that is the situation?
So I think that we would look at it from the cultural point, how we were brought up. We had everybody's son is everybody's son, everybody's daughter is everybody's daughter. We have that thing with us. I think it's an African thing. When you go to the Western world, nobody really cares. I mean, it's more of the nuclear. But when you come down here, I mean, when I was growing up, we had a big compound. You eat your auntie's food. You eat everybody's food. So when something good happens, it happens to all of us. But I want us to also look at something that we are forgetting to look at, the duration of the relationship.
Yeah, it was very long.
It was very long.
6 years.
6 years.
Yeah, it's a long.
So if they had a child, it means the child would be 6 years.
Yeah.
So
But you know
It
what
was
6
that-
years is?
it was that
They've
long.
done a degree
and then
they've
added
done-
masters to
and
it.
2 masters.
So I think that's let's take it from that point too.
Yeah.
It was a very long
Yeah.
time, and she probably might have built a solid
Yeah.
bond with the woman
Yeah.
for 6 years. And it's
Exactly.
not easy.
It's not easy
to
to
let
just
6
let
years
it
go.
go.
Saying.
Yeah.
So now we should give the woman time to grieve.
No, I'm not. I'm not saying we should, but I'm trying to understand why these things are happening. So the duration is not a factor. I mean,
Yeah.
if you lose
should be a
something you just
factor.
had, it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
But if for that long,
Yeah.
so it means that the woman had envisaged a future.
That's why the
Yeah.
grandchildren,
Yeah.
The and the
coming in,
prayers
yeah.
and the names.
Yeah.
So she had come to love the girl, understand the girl, and seen a future
Yeah.
of her being part of her family. So it's not easy for her to let that go.
Go.
Yes. But then again, it all boils down back to the girl. It all boils down back to the girl. But to your question, you were asking why families have a
Are
say.
so involved.
They allow it.
Like
The people allow
she
it.
said when we began the conversation, she said that in Africa, when you marry somebody, you marry the whole family. And that's what we say.
Yeah.
That's what we say.
That's what we say.
So it's a mentality and it's a cultural thing. Yes. So we can't do away with it. Your parents, I mean, let's even look at the wedding. Their mothers are the ones that plan everything. It's their wedding. It's not even
It's
yours.
not even
Yeah.
yours. It's their wedding.
And out of respect for our parents and families and gratitude for the things they've done for us, we usually want to please them.
Yeah.
You know, in Europe, they don't really care whether you bless my marriage or not. But in Africa, we
They'll
do.
go and just elope and come back.
Exactly.
They've married
Yeah.
1 year.
Yeah.
You know.
With kids, and it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
So I think that it's a whole lot of things. Culturally, even religion plays a role.
A big part.
Yeah. So I feel that's the reason why it happens like that.
Well, there's still so much conversations that are going to be had, but it looks like we are all piped out. We need to calm down small. So we're going to go on a short commercial break. When we come back, Salamatu, you're not left out. We will talk about your matter because justice for Salamatu. Ladies and gentlemen, you're still watching Broken Pen. We'll be right back. I'm sure Salamatu is watching and she's thinking, who is going to talk some for me? Salamatu, don't worry. I'm here. I am your fighter for the evening. Do you think that any form of insecurity could have started brewing when Salamatu came to the event and saw how they were treating, Naomi?
As humans, I mean, you feel a certain way, right? But then you also think again and realize that the guy chose you. I mean, he left her and he is now with you. You are the
Oh,
one
but like
he is with.
I understand.
You
I
understand?
understand that, but like, which human being will be okay to know that my mother-in-law is super
Of course,
invested in
you will never be okay. That one there, you won't be okay. The insecurity will, shoot high. You have a lot of things to think about. Hey, the family doesn't love me. So if they don't love me, maybe they can influence the guy to leave me. All these things will be some of the thoughts that will be coming to mind. And you won't be okay until maybe it changes. You understand? And that will even give you the room to want to maybe try talking to someone else to just in case it doesn't go well. You understand? Because it's like that area, no, shaky. You are not solid there. Because like I said, no, our culture, when you marry someone, is the whole family. So even if the only the guy loves you and the family doesn't love you, you can never be okay. You can never be comfortable in that relationship. For me, I can't be in a relationship that I know my boyfriend's family doesn't like me. I will leave because they will torment me. I will never be happy in that relationship. You understand? Yeah. So if the family, especially the parents, don't like you, and maybe siblings, Masa, forget about it.
Yes, but guess who likes you? Telecel. Telecel likes you. And because they like you, they are keeping your money safe. And so your money deserves the safest home with Telecel Cash. You are protected every step. Listen, when I say every step, I mean every step. In the bathroom, Telecel is there. In the hall, Telecel is there. Wherever you are. Even that's X. Telecel is there to save you. Yes, every step of the way. So no risk, no worries, no long stories, just peace of mind. Dial *110# or download the Telecel Play app now for safe and secure transactions. Telecel Cash, the safer choice. Sende Keke. At what point? So you think it's grounds for her to leave if she's uncomfortable?
Well, depend. I don't know how long they've been together. They didn't state it in the story. So depending, I mean, she can weigh her options. She's the one in it, and she knows how she's feeling. Does it look good that with time this whole thing will end, or she has to sit down and think about it and see if she can still continue in it or she wants to move. And then find someone who would, love and the family will be okay with her and all that. It's her decision,
Yeah,
really.
it's her decision.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the guy's mom. Mothers, we love them so much. They hold our hearts dearly. And so because of that, they are able to impact our decisions.
Yeah.
How do you think, with all these things the mom is saying and doing and introducing as, her in-law or whatever, how is there a possibility that it can actually change the guy's mind?
Yeah, I feel that it has great possibility to do that. Like you said, we love our mothers, and we know that they want the best for us. And not all guys are able to say, "Oh, I've taken my stand and I'm sticking to it." I think that there's a point where some of these things get to you. Your mom loves her, your whole family loves her. She has been introduced. If you were with her for 6 years, you probably loved her too. So there's a point where I think, to an extent, it can actually get to him.
So he
It
can actually fall
change.
back and say that once my mom is still loving him, maybe there's still something about him.
There's
So
still
let me
something.
go and then explore.
Let me go back and explore. It's highly possible. Even those that our parents don't love, sometimes we stick with them. How much more those that our parents love?
Yeah.
And everybody loves. So you see,
Yeah.
the whole thing that the stance of the woman has great impact on the relationship, the past relationship, and even the current one.
Yeah.
Even if he disobeys the mother and says, "No, I love this one," the woman possibly would never accept Salamatu.
Yeah.
And we were asking her about insecurities. I think it's a normal
Yeah.
thing. For the fact
Yeah,
that she
very.
even came to the program, sat by the lady, and then texted a mutual person asking if the lady was invited, she has already started feeling insecure.
Yeah.
So in her mind, if I'm with him now, was she
Yeah.
invited?
Yeah.
And why is she being introduced?
Yeah.
So if I were her, like you were saying, I would just,
I feel so bad for her.
yes,
I feel so bad for her.
Yeah.
But you see, in all this, Naomi thinks that, oh, it's not her. It's your problem, because you two, your incoming relationship is going to be affected. Let's be for real. If if you find a man, and the man, let's talk first of all, men and ego. There is no way that I'll be with someone and still be okay and know that
The
my
ex-family
man,
is
my
referring
person's
to
ex is still referring to her as daughter-in-law.
in-law.
That's gonna break me.
It will bring a lot of confusion. Yeah.
I mean, what would you say about that? Like, how
I'm
does
sure.
it
I'm sure
affect-
that's
yeah.
why she probably is still single and maybe not dating at the moment. You know, because it will be very difficult for any man to understand that. I mean, you've moved on. He has moved on. Why is it that the mom and the family are still calling you, checking up on you, calling you their in-law? I think at that point, there you have to make it clear that you are now with someone else, so they can't be doing all those things because it will destroy your relationship, right? But she's
okay,
enjoying it now because there's no one there.
Yeah.
She's still single, you understand? And she knows that it's possible that there can be some connection and they
Some
can get back.
reconnection,
So,
yeah.
yeah.
Someone will say that they think that Naomi should be the one responsible for setting the boundaries. Another person will say it should be the guy responsible for setting the boundaries. Who do you think is responsible?
It should be the guy.
The guy?
Because
he should put his feet down.
It is
like,
his family
yeah.
doing it. So why can't you, let your family know that, yo, you people, I'm no more with this girl. You are going to destroy my current relationship. So please stop calling her in-law, my in-law, and all that. You are not happy about it. I think he has to, be serious and let them know that he's not happy with that. You understand?
What of both?
For me,
The man should start it. Then
I
the
think
girl
that-
too should be able to tell based on the relationship she has with the woman, she should be able to have that discussion, honest discussion with her, how that thing is really bothering her. Her mental,
So let's not
Yeah.
forget that. Let's not forget that it is not the guy that brought this story.
yeah, it's the girl.
It's
Isn't
Naomi. Our
So
dear Naomi.
is it really worrying her?
So-
Naomi, why are you wasting our
Exactly.
time?
So it is not the guy that brought this whole thing up. We can see from the
Yeah.
narration that
Yeah.
the guy has already set the boundaries. He said, why is she there? One. Why is she sitting with my current girlfriend? Two. He asked those questions. He's done. He set his boundaries.
But he knows
You
the mom is
asked-
still
you
calling
see,
her.
So
in-law.
I don't think that's when the woman wants to call Naomi, she will call the son and say, I'm calling Naomi.
So are you saying
So-
the son doesn't know the mom still calls?
I'm saying that it's possible that they have conversations besides his
Without
knowledge,
him knowing.
Without him knowing. So it's up
Okay,
to
it's
Naomi.
possible.
Because you brought this whole thing up here that we're discussing. Set your boundaries straight. Let her know. You understand? And if I was in Naomi's shoe when I was being introduced, oh, this is my daughter-in-law. Oh ma, we are no longer together, oh mommy.
Person will
You
be
know, there's
shy,
a
no.
way you can do some of
Person
these
will be
things.
shy, no.
Mommy, we are no longer
That one
together,
is shy, no.
You
It will
understand?
shy the woman.
It is
will shy the
better
woman.
to shy the woman to make her understand that you are done and dusted with her son. Please, you understand?
I
Because like
understand.
we're discussing future relationships.
Yeah.
If she doesn't set the boundaries straight, it would affect.
But don't forget, she's also loving it. That's
what
why
I'm
she's
saying.
allowing
so
it.
then it means
Yeah.
that she has not set her boundaries.
Yeah.
Naomi is done, but she has not dusted.
I'm not God. I'm not God, but I feel like Naomi still wants this thing.
Oh, of course.
She's just trying
It's
to
obvious.
be diplomatic about
It's
it and be
obvious.
oh.
It's obvious.
We
It's
men,
obvious.
we men. No. I think she likes it, but if she sees Oshet saying that, air call with the other guy now, like with the guy now, she can see that the guy is actually done and dusted. The real done and dusted is him.
Is the guy.
So she's just trying to play along.
Exactly.
You know.
And that's why she must move on and set boundaries.
Yes.
So she can, this honest conversation you're talking about, she can have it.
She can have
Exactly,
Mommy,
with the
mommy,
woman.
so
Yeah.
boundaries, mommy.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
you
So
so
quiet,
much.
baby. Mrs. Firework.
Yeah, so I love you so much.
Yeah.
but I wasn't happy with how you introduced me to everybody because I'm no longer with your son. I feel that you should respect his current girlfriend. And this is not insulting. This is not aggressive.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Letting her understand that we can't keep doing this. You
Yeah.
can't keep bringing me
I
back
still
into
love you,
something.
but just
Yes.
call me by my name
Yes,
instead
and maybe
of in-law.
please reduce how you call me. I'm at work. You should start not
But
picking
you know
up her
what?
calls.
You guys are not the only ones that. You guys are not my only guests.
Okay.
Sure.
Are you aware of that?
No, me, I'm not aware.
Eh.
You are telling me.
Well, we also have guests who are online who have
Okay.
sent in their messages. Their messages, their shashishi. Me see if you see one message. One is like this.
Hey,
They don't
pieces.
kill me. Yeah, you read. But let's go. Well, we have Renam. Okay, Renam says, elimination by rough tactics. Sometimes apply your willpower. It's sweet too. Do you understand? See, it's sweet too, but shall you apply your willpower? Yeah. Thompson Lord Singh, hey, says if it was the man self that's doing all this drama, trying to win her back, I would have understood perfectly and something can be done. Because
Exactly.
you could see he loved you and realized he made a mistake. Hey. Hey, are you following our story? Hey, Samson Thompson. Because yeah, really, but let's get into it. So after carefully reading this, girl, please, whenever you're being invited for an event, most especially from his family, without his knowing, gracefully find an excuse of not showing up. First, this was a little awkward for you to show up. Secondly, his mom is most likely to choose him over you in the future if there's to be an issue. For your mental health's sake, kindly move on and pray for a much better person to come your way. Thank you. Someone says, just block them because it will get worse. Now, Ms. Eunice said, see, my dear, I've been in such a situation before, and it's really messed me up. The family were much involved than the man in question. Left to the family, you're already a member, but to the guy, he's moved on. For the sake of your sanity, delete their contacts from your phone, or better still, block that line. Trust me, it's worth it unless you want him back. This is my peace. Hey, this is a piece that you cannot buy. Okay, let's get into more. This one is long. Hey, you've taken it personal, Lou. Let's get into it here. I'm getting the feeling that you don't know exactly who you are, number one, and what you want. Knowing who you are, number one, your identity and worth helps you to know what you want and need. If you know who you are, what you want shouldn't be a problem, and how you handle what you don't want is by facing and confronting it. It's great to have a keen sense of respect for the mother of your ex, but I don't think you will be asking for too much if you expect her to respect you and your decision and your ex's decision. You have to tell her your decision and politely ask that she respects it. If persuasion fails, apply force
must be
respectively
applied, yeah.
by leaving her message unread and block her afterwards.
Exactly what I
If
was
you
saying.
block her, don't entertain her calls again. If she calls with a different number, the truth is
Block
that
it too.
the mother. Are you the lady Nyame? Lady Nyame chair. Lady Nyame chair. Somebody is here. He's yo. All right. The truth is that the mother wants you, but the man in question doesn't, and that is a very big problem. Stay blessed and all the best. Anyway, now she says, Orleans, it's a man that commented, oh, Orleans, as she says, girl, we will be, yeah, my tree. Girl, we will be very, very respectful because, anyway, my opinion, it will be best if you see the woman in person and tell her what you think. Like a daughter to a mother sort of convo. Let her know that you are done. You're trying to create a certain kind of peace, so she should just see you as a daughter she has gained because she really consider you one if she treats you like this, my opinion. Then it says, just look at this. What happened to telling her everything that you are not comfortable with? Sister, your mental health should be your priority. A word to the wise is in paga. Oh, brother. Honestly, you should tell his mom you have moved on. Do you see, the thing is, has she really moved
That's
on?
the question.
You all of you, now she should tell his mom, his mom, are you Naomi? Has she really moved
She hasn't,
on?
oh, from the tone. She hasn't. That's the problem. So
Yeah.
you see, that's the whole thing. She has not
Yeah.
moved on.
She hasn't moved
She
on.
hasn't
That's a
moved
very
It doesn't look
dangerous
like it.
place to be.
It doesn't look like it.
She hasn't moved on. When you started the narration, I knew right away from the tone and how she was. You see, if I've moved on, I wouldn't even allow myself to be introduced. That's the point.
I wish we saw Naomi's face
And
so that
asked
he
her
doesn't.
some of these things.
No, so that you don't crash into Naomi. We don't want you to come and write broken pen for us. Please, we beg you. I can't read your broken pen unless this is your broken pen. You come and sit here and narrate it. All right. Now we have this Lacey. She said, honestly, you should tell his mom you have moved on. Let her understand there's no chance of you getting back with her son. If persists, then you block her. Block, 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 block. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're still having an amazing time right here on Broken Pen. I have here with me Offei. Yes, the supermodel. Can't you see she's a supermodel? And this very handsome gentleman. Naomi, wherever you see this face, pass. Naomi, wherever you see this
And
face,
maybe he
pass.
will help her overcome the whole thing. You two are saying she's fast. Why?
Help her.
I just feel like
Hey.
she brought this upon herself. I feel like it. Yeah.
She brought this upon herself.
She did.
Well, we've gotten to a very important part of this episode or of Broken Pen that I'm always excited about. Now, the name of this part is Look Into My Eyes.
Hey,
Look
Asamaba.
into my eyes. Can't you see? Well, so, Afi, this is your camera.
Okay.
This is your camera.
Sure.
All right? You're going to look into the camera.
Yeah.
Please imagine this camera as Naomi.
Hey.
Yes.
Samaba.
Serious.
Talk to her
Yeah.
as a sister. You know, talk
Yeah.
to her as a big sister. Let her know your opinions and what she should do and what she shouldn't do. Let's go.
Okay. So, Naomi, what I will tell you as a sister will be that you should sit the woman down and have an honest conversation about how you truly feel about this whole thing. Because at the end of the day, you are hurting yourself. You know, the guy is done with you and has a new girlfriend. Yes, it's good that the woman still loves you, but then what would that do to you? It's just messing your mental health up. So please have an honest conversation with your ex-boyfriend's mom. Let her know how you feel about this whole thing. And like people are saying, if persuasion fails, after talking to her and she still continues, block her. Simple, short. Your mental health is very important.
Okay.
Thank you.
If you just want to cover your eyes whilst we let's get into it. Please talk to Afi for us.
So, Naomi, if you are watching this, I feel like you've not moved on, but if you haven't, please do, because I feel like the gentleman in question has moved on, and just take a stand and be specific on what you want. Draw the boundaries. Let your is it non-mother-in-law know where she stands in your life. Wanna-be mother-in-law know where she stands in your life, and just have clear-cut boundaries with them. And like everybody else, if it's not working, just block them all and just move on with your life, because it will be a bother to you.
Yeah. So, you please, I didn't talk sound for Salamatu. You will bring the Quran here. Yes. Salah, my baby, my girl. It's okay. You'll be fine, okay? He loves you. He chose you. Trust me, he chose you. And so there's nothing to worry about. There's no need to go into Naomi's DM. We don't do that here. Yes. Don't go and fight Naomi. Trust me, you'll be fine. Right? Okay, but thank you so much, Afi Antonio, for joining us. Please let us know what you do. Yes, an opportunity for us to get to know you personally. So
Okay.
please introduce yourself to us again in your own terms. Let us know what you do, your contacts and everything.
Okay, all right. So, Afi Antonio, the founder of Afro8 Ghana, formerly Afi Antonio Foundation.
Okay, so what is Afro Aid?
Okay, so what we do is we support the needy in the society. We are focused on health, education, and women empowerment. It has been around for 8 years now. So we do a lot. I mean, I love to help people. When I see people going through struggles and I'm able to help them, I always want to help. So that's how come I put up the foundation to help people. We sent a little girl to South Africa for a surgery before. Like, we pay bills for children whose parents can't, afford their surgeries.
I think we have a special request for you.
Oh, really?
Please, my director said that the way you've been helping people, come and help him.
Oh,
Yeah, yo. Oh, yeah,
tell
yeah,
your
yo.
director, say, oh, no, no, here,
All right,
on your
Afi.
here,
Please, your social media and where we can get you.
Okay, so I'm on all platforms at Afi Antonio, AFIANTONIO. You find me on TikTok, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, Thread, the same name everywhere,
Afi
right?
Anto.
Yes.
The Afi Anto. There are so many Afis, but this Afi is the original. Well, please, Mr. Wellington, tell us a
Sure.
little bit. You have few seconds, so.
Few seconds.
Few seconds.
Okay, so I'm Wellington Offei. So like I said before, I'm the CEO of Nkunim's Consult. We are a consult that deals with educational consultancy. So we do home tuition, and what we do is that we do language intervention for your kids, so you can reach out to us, and then we do thesis assistantship assignments,
okay.
schools applications,
Okay.
abroad, visa processes, and all that. So that's all we do. So if you want to follow me on social media, Nkunim Nana Kweku Wellington, Nkunim Nana Kweku Wellington on Instagram, on Facebook, and on TikTok.
Okay. Please,
Yes.
my director again is asking. Say he wants home tuition for him.
Hey,
That's
How
fine.
director.
He should reach out.
He
to
should
us.
reach out.
So
Yes,
we'll do
yes.
that.
He said, "Are you expensive?"
Well, it depends on what you're looking
Relatively,
for.
what
Yes,
you're looking for.
Yes, what you're
Exactly.
looking for.
Please, the teasers. Do you do love letters? I
We
need-
do proposals, everything.
Yes.
So
Please,
just tell us what
write
you
love
want.
letter for
I
my-
will. I will.
My dearest.
You are the only mosquito in my net.
We love it.
JHS.
Guys, thank you so much for joining us. We've had an amazing conversation. But apart from amazing conversation, just understand that your inputs are very important. And I appreciate you from
Thank
the
you.
depth of my heart from taking your time to be here to help mend Naomi's, melted pen. It's not broken, it's melted. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Daphne Flashdie. Remember that you can also go on social media and follow me too. Everybody's putting themselves out there. Follow me. Follow me. Follow me, follow me, follow me, follow me. And then this is not possible without the people behind the camera. Big shout out to Isaac, Teddy, Kyle. Love you guys. And my producer, hey Layla. Love you so much. People on the ones and twos and then the MCR. Thank you so much, Isaac, for making this possible. Efo, thank you so much for putting this microphone. Please remove it gently when you're taking it off. I beg you. I don't like how you've been manhandling me. I'm somebody's daughter. Take you. Well, thank you so much. Oh, and Klaus, yes, thank you. Big shout outs to all of you. We'll come your way same time next week with more exciting, intriguing, and also helping people fix their dearest broken pen. Until then, have an amazing day and enjoy the rest of our shows. Good evening.